Hello and very welcome everyone to this particular session of the current affairs. And today we are going to learn the session about the 18th of October 2024. So let's start our session and let's see that what we need to discuss from this particular session. So before we start, these are the topics we are going to cover in this session. You can have a look at them. I have a lot of news from international, national, state, banking, science and tech, sports, important days, ranks and reports, obituary, awards, and summit. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purpose only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concerns or issues, please contact us at sathi@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. So the first news that we have today with us is that Israel kills Hamas chief Yahya Sinwar. So recently, 17th of October, very important, Israel Defense Forces announced the killing of Yahya Sinwar, the head of the Hamas in Gaza. I hope you remember last year, the Hamas terrorist group attacked Israel on 7th of October 2023 on the Saturday morning. And after that, Israel is continuous in attacking on Gaza, and now they have got the head of the Hamas, that is Yahya Sinwar. Sinwar was killed during the targeted ground operation in Rafah, southern Gaza. During the ground operation means that the particular infantry has intervened into the grounded operations. He was the one most feared and influential leader of Hamas. His identity was confirmed using an DNA testing from samples obtained during his previous imprisonment in Israel. So he was previously imprisoned and now his death has been confirmed by the DNA from that particular samples. Ex-RAW official Vikas Yadav wanted by FBI in plot to murder Khalistani terrorist Gurpatwant Singh Pannu. So recently, US Justice Department has charged former Indian intelligence officer, that is Vikas Yadav, with plotting to assassinate Gurpatwant Singh Pannu, a Khalistani terrorist in New York. So a particular officer of the ex-RAW Vikas Yadav has been under the name to killing Pannu. Yadav, along with co-conspirator Nikhil Gupta, hired an individual to execute the killing for $1 lakh in 2023. The hired assassin turned out to be an FBI informant. The case highlighted the international dimensions of counter-terrorism efforts. So now he is under the particular vision of FBI and a particular visionary of the US department. So remember the name, Vikas Yadav. Indo-Turkiye Friendship Association launched in Hyderabad. Recently, Indo-Turkiye Friendship Association ITFA was inaugurated in Hyderabad. The initiative aims to strengthen bilateral ties, that are the relation between two countries, such as on the basis of economy, trade, culture, tourism, science, technology, and education. So kind of a cooperation between Turkey and India. These bilateral relations are being signed. The launch coincides with the significant historical milestones for both the regions. It marks 300 years since the Nizam of Asaf Zaha dynasty in Hyderabad and centuries since the abolition of the Ottoman Sultanate and Caliphate. So basically the relations were old, and this is the first time since the 3-year-old Nizam of Hyderabad and the century-old Ottoman empires came to an end, and now India and Turkey once again in cooperation with each other. Om Birla addresses the 149th Inter-Parliamentary Union Assembly in Geneva. So Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, as you know, addressed the 149th Assembly of the Inter-Parliamentary Union in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay, the assembly was held on 13th to 17th of October. Birla emphasized the critical need for multilateralism in today's world. He advocated for dialogue, cooperation, and among parliament in science and technology, innovation for the common good. So I hope you all know that in the recent elections that were held, again, Om Birla for the second time, this particular Lok Sabha, he has been elected as the speaker. And now he is on the particular chairing the meeting of 149th Assembly of the Inter-Parliamentary Union. Chairman of Lok Sabha is a very important person. He's the only person whose vote is casted when the time of tie break. And particularly, if we talk about Mr. Om Birla, he is from the constituency of Kota, Rajasthan. Timeline of India-Canada tensions, a diplomatic downturn. So tensions between India and Canada have escalated significantly following the murder of Sikh separatist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. So recently, India and Canada were once again in the kind of a tension after the killing of a Sikh separatist, a Khalistani supporter, Mr. Hardeep Singh Nijjar. The incident led to the series of diplomatic retaliations, including the expulsion of Indian diplomats by Canada and subsequent expulsion by India. So these particular led to a diplomatic retaliations between Canada and India, which were very heartbreaking for the last 1 year. The conflict has deep roots involving controversies over Sikh separatism and criticism exchanged over various issues. As we can see, there are a lot of activities going on in Canada, and the one of the member of that particular group, Hardeep Singh Nijjar, has been killed. The timeline details key events contributing to the strained relations between the two countries. So now again, two countries are on head-to-head after the killing of this person. Colombia becomes the 17th country to sign audio-visual co-production agreement with India. So recently, India-Colombia signed an audio-visual co-production agreement to enhance collaboration on film production and strengthen cultural ties. So India and Colombia is a country that exists in South America. So they are coming together in collaboration to create audio and video co-productions. The Colombia becomes the 17th country to sign such an agreement with India. Agreement signed with the Union Minister of State, Dr. Loganthan Murugan, and Colombia's Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs, George Enrique Rogers Rodriguez. The agreement facilitates resources sharing among filmmakers, including creativity, technical, financial, and marketing aspects. It is expected to promote India's soft power, generate employment in the film sector, attract foreign exchange by enhancing India's status as a filming destination. Supreme Court upholds Section 6A of Citizenship Act by 4-1 majority. So Citizenship Act of 1955, and it has a Section 6A, and it has been upholded. That means it has been given assent by the Supreme Court with a 4-1 majority. That means 4 judges were in favor of this particular upholdment and 1 was not. So Supreme Court held the constitutional validity of 6A of the Citizenship Act 1955. Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud led the bench, affirming the Assam Accord and its role in addressing illegal immigration from Bangladesh into Assam. So he particularly led regarding the sections of the Assam Accord and its role in the illegal migration coming from Bangladesh. Justice J.B. Pardiwala dissented, calling Section 6A unconstitutional. He was the one who called it unconstitutional. Ruling is seen as a significant decision in the context of immigration laws. So we need to tighten our immigration laws to protect our country from the particular type of people who are coming just to create chaos. Scam se bacho, government and Meta team up to fight online scams. So Secretary of Information and Broadcasting Sanjay Jajju delivered a keynote address to the launch of the Scam se bacho campaign. This campaign is related to the online scams that are happening, that are growing these days to the people. The initiative is collaboration between Meta and key government ministries to tackle rising tides of online scams and cyber frauds. As I said, the campaign aims to educate the public on recognizing and avoiding online scams. It represents significant move to enhance cyber security and protect citizens from the digital fraud. So that's all about it. So remember, government is particularly taking up Meta as its partner to fight online scams. Indian Railways reduced advance reservation period from 120 to 60 days. So recently, Indian Railway announced a reduction in the advance reservation period, a long distance train booking from 120 days to 6 days. This policy shift will be effective from 1st of November. Decision aims to enhance passenger convenience by reducing the blocking of funds for ticket booking made months in advance. So basically we need to put a lot of money in booking and we have to put the money a long back ago. Now they have reduced the time from 120 days to 60 days. So up to 60 days we can particularly book in advance reservation period, ARP. It is expected to be particularly beneficial during peak travel season like festivals. So now we have 60 days time. We can travel the booking 60 days prior of our traveling. Department of Posts, Amazon signed MOU to enhance logistics and e-commerce in India. So recently, Department of Post and Amazon Seller Service Private Limited signed memorandum to strengthen logistic and e-commerce in India. We have discussed in the current affairs of October that they are particularly doing this because to carry the postable services in our country very smooth and swift. So remember, Department of Post is coming along with which particular famous company, that is Amazon. And if we talk about the top 100 companies according to the Fortune magazine, in that Amazon is on second position. The first position is of Walmart. Maharishi Valmiki is named for all ST school Raichur University. CM Siddaramaiah. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah announced that scheduled tribes residential schools in the state and Raichur University will be named after Maharishi Valmiki. Valmiki, I hope you all know Maharishi Valmiki. He was the particular rishi who wrote the Ramayana. Announcement was made during the program organized by the Department of Backward Classes Welfare on Valmiki Jayanti. This move aimed to honor the contribution of Maharishi Valmiki. It reflects the state commitment to recognizing and celebrating historic figures. So remember, in which particular state the particular schools and particular areas will be named after him. So that is the Karnataka state. And if we talk about that which particular state has been named Maharishi Valmiki Airport, and that is the Bihar, and that was Ayodhya. Ayodhya International Airport was named after Valmiki Airport. Sanskrit to become mandatory in 416 Uttarakhand madrasas. So Uttarakhand Madrasas Education Board has proposed making Sanskrit a compulsory subject in 416 madrasas across the state. Okay, so basically Sanskrit has to become the mandatory part of the Uttarakhand madrasas. This has been given in the mandate by the Uttarakhand government. And who is the Chief Minister of Uttarakhand government? Pushkar Singh Dhami. Initiative aims to enhance educational curriculum and support academic growth to the students. The board planned to formalize this change by signing memorandum with the state Sanskrit department. It represents a significant step towards integrating traditional and modern education. So remember, which particular state's education system has introduced Sanskrit in madrasa? That is Uttarakhand. Jharkhand cabinet boost women's honorarium key initiatives. Hemant Soren cabinet Jharkhand has increased the monthly honorarium for women under Maiya Samman Yojana. So Maiya Samman Yojana was started in Jharkhand, and now it has been increased from 1,000 rupees to 2,500 rupees. The decision is seen as a response to BJP Gogo Didi Yojana, which promises 2,100 per month to women. So earlier BJP has also already given 2,100 under the BJP Gogo Didi Yojana, and now Jharkhand government is providing 2,500. This cabinet approved 28 proposals aimed at improving infrastructure, education, social welfare. This initiative reflects government's commitment to enhancing the quality of life for its citizens. Mera Ho Chongba, a celebration of unity in Manipur. So Mera Ho Chongba, a festival in Manipur. Manipur, I hope you all know, is a state in northeastern part of our country, northeastern states. And there we have a festival called Mera Ho Chongba. Between the ethnic tensions going on between Meitei and Kuki communities. The festival serves as a significant cultural event aimed at reinforcing the bonds of brotherhood, harmony among the indigenous communities. It highlights the rich culture tapestry of Manipur. Festival is a symbol of unity and peace in the region. So remember, Mera Ho Chongba is a festival of Manipur. And Hornbill Festival, the 25th edition, is being celebrated in Nagaland with the help of along with the Wales country. RBI bars Navi Finserv third NBFC for lending violations. So recently, Reserve Bank of India barred for non-banking financial companies from sanctioning and dispersing loans. So affected NBFCs include Sachin Bansal's Navi Finserv, Asirvad Microfinance, Arohan Finance Service, and DMI Finance. So they must have particularly found some irregularities in their particular working. So that is why these three NBFCs are particularly barred from doing any kind of work. The companies were found guilty of charging exorbitant interest rates and failing to comply with regulatory policy. That is why they have been charged. So remember, RBI has put these type of bans along with when someone does not follow the regularities. India South Korean bonds to join FTSE Russell Government Index. So recently, FTSE Russell announced that India and South Korea government bonds are set to join FTSE Russell Government Indexes. So particularly India is joining South Korean bonds. So to particularly provide a particular type of investment in their government index. Indian sovereign bond will be included at the emerging market government bonds. South Korean government bonds will be included in the World Government Bond Index starting November 2025. So remember, India is along with South Korea entering the World Government Bond Index. Jio Payments Bank secure mutual funds distribution license from AMFI. Jio Payment Bank Limited and execution only platform license from the Association of Mutual Funds for mutual fund distribution. So basically remember just one thing, that Jio Payment Bank secures mutual fund distribution license from AMFI. What is AMFI? Association of Mutual Funds in India. The license enabled the bank to distribute direct mutual fund plans and receive transaction fees capped at ₹2 per transaction. Currently, there are 15 categories, 1 EOP's registration with AMFI. So remember that Jio Payment Bank has received the license to do mutual fund distribution system. SEBI extends digital relaxation for AGMs until 25 September. So SEBI, Security Exchange Board of India, extends the relaxation given to the listed companies from sending physical copies of financial statement to shareholders for annual general meeting. What is annual general meeting? When every company just share their physical data, that what they have completed as a revenue, what is their expenditure and what are their profits. So SEBI has particularly stopped some number of companies to basically send these physical copies. The relaxation was valid until 2024 September, has now been extended for one more year. The Ministry of Corporate Affairs issued a circular on 2024 announcing the extension. So this was all done because of the thing that they want to create a digitization platform for all these type of things. Listed companies are required to adhere to the specific condition detailed in SEBI's master circular dated July 11, 2023. So remember that the digital relaxation for AGMs, annual general meetings, have been extended for 1 year. Niti Aayog raised asset monetization target for the financial year by rupees 1.9 trillion. So Niti Aayog, that is the National Institute for Transforming India, they have raised the asset monetization target for the financial year 25 to rupees 23,000. From 23,000 to rupees 1.9 trillion. The move aims to achieve the overall target of 6 trillion rupees. It estimates the highway monetization will generate rupees 54,000. So remember that India is believing in itself, in its economy, and that is why they are particularly raising the bar. India's first self-powered indoor air quality monitor launched at Trivendrapuram Airport. So Union Minister of State and Science Technology, Dr. Jitendra Singh, inaugurated Pawan Chitra, India's first self-powered indoor air quality monitoring facility. That was in Trivendrapuram in Kerala. So it is a self-powered air quality monitoring system that was introduced in Kerala. Facility is located at Trivendrapuram International Airport. It is powered by indigenous indoor solar cells developed by the CSIR and IIST. The initiative utilizes local available materials, showcasing innovation and sustainable technology. So remember, India's first self-powered indoor air quality at Trivendrapuram. India's Jubilant Ingrevia joins WEF Global Lighthouse Network. Noida-based Jubilant Ingrevia Limited has become the latest Indian firm to join Global Lighthouse Network at the World Economic Forum. Jubilant Ingrevia is the only Indian firm among the cohort to welcome by the WEF, that is the World Economic Forum. The company implemented over 30 integrated use cases of 4 IR technologies in its Bharuch, Gujarat facility. Jubilant Ingrevia aims to reduce its emission by 20% over the next 3 years. And for that purpose, they have been introduced in World Economic Forum. Remember, India's jubilant Ingrevia joined the Lighthouse Network. A small rocky planet Barnard B detected by ESO VLT. So astronomers discovered an exoplanet. Exoplanet is what? Exoplanet is that planet which exists in the other solar system other than ours, orbiting Barnard's star. That is a star like our sun. They also have a star that is Barnard, a red dwarf star using the European Southern Observatory Very Large Telescope. New exoplanet is known as Barnard B and estimated to have diameter of 6,000 miles, that is 9,700 kilometers. So the diameter of Earth, if we talk about, is 14,756 kilometers. So it is smaller than us, roughly 3/4 than the Earth. Barnard B is 20 times closer to Barnard's star than Mercury. Okay. It has a surface temperature 125 degrees Celsius, is one of the lowest mass exoplanet known. The three other potential planets around Barnard star also appear to be rocky and smaller than Earth. So remember that Barnard B, what is Barnard B? Barnard B is a star and some planets have been discovered so far around it. Ganguly take charge as JSW Sports Director of Cricket, head Delhi Capitals. So Sourav Ganguly, former Indian cricket captain, ex-BCCI president, is now taking the charge to be the Director of Cricket for JSW Sports. In this role, Ganguly will oversee all cricketing operations of the organization and franchisee Delhi Capitals men's and women's IPL WPL team. Ganguly's appointment is expected to bring significant expertise and leadership to the team. So now he will be handling the things of the Delhi Capitals once again. Vivan secures silver, Naruka takes bronze at the Shooting World Cup. So recently, India's shooting contingent made strong mark at ISSF World Cup final. Vivan Kapoor secured silver. Anant Jeet Singh Naruka claimed bronze in the men's skit competition. This achievement raised India's total medal count to 4 at the prestigious event, reflecting nation's growing prowess in the global shooting arena. So remember that India is doing great, including Vivan secures silver. MS Dhoni as the brand ambassador and raised his stakes in Garud Aerospace drone startup. Former Indian cricketer captain MS Dhoni has been brought in as the brand ambassador of Chennai-based Garud Aerospace. Dhoni has also raised his stake in the drone startup. Commenced his association with Garud Aerospace in 2022 after 100 drones were flagged off by Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India, in 100 locations. Garud Aerospace is a drone solution provided that uses innovation techniques to meet India's growing need for unmanned aerial vehicles. So remember, Dhoni is now associated and raised his stake in Garud Aerospace drone startup. That means he has invested heavily in this company. National Post Week, that is from 7th of October to 11th of October. And also remember that recently the Department of Post has collaborated with Amazon for the logistic services in India. And particularly if we talk about the theme of this week, Dak Seva Jan Seva. This is the theme. And it was started, the theme of the World Post Day 2024, marking the 150th anniversary of the Universal Postal Union. The 150 years of enabling communication, empowering people across nations. So remember, 7th to 11th of October is celebrated as National Postal Week. World Migratory Bird Day 2024. The United Nations World Migratory Bird Day is commemorated on the second Saturday of October. It falls on 11th May and 12th of October in 2024. Why 2 times in a year? Because it is 2 times that these birds migrate from one area to another area, because they prevails on insects. And wherever in the whole year they find that particular time or climate where they can find insects, they will migrate to that particular area. So in a year, they will travel 2 times. In 2025, it will be observed on 10th of May and 11th of October. MOSPI, that is the Ministry of Statistics, released the comprehensive annual modular survey from July 2022 to June 2023. So according to the Ministry of Statistics, they have created a lot of surveys under the comprehensive annual modular survey. Was a part of 79th round of National Sample Survey conducted from July 2022 to 2023. In rural areas, approximately 96.5% of individuals aged 15 to 24 can read and write simple statements and perform basic arithmetic calculations, where in urban areas, this figure is around 97.9%. Aged between 15 to 29, literacy rate is 95.3% in rural areas and 97.4% in urban areas. Quite good. Average number of years for the formal education for people aged between 15 and older in India is 8.4 years, dropping to 7.5 years, and those aged 25 and older. So you can remember these datas for the group discussion round, but not anymore. Monitored wildlife population decreased by 73% in 50 years according to Worldwide Fund for Nature. So according to them, 15th edition of its biennial assessment 2024 Living Planet report, A System in Peril. So according to them, the average size of monitored wildlife population decreased by 73% in just 50 years. That is quite depressing. The WWF uses the Living Planet Index provided by JEDSL to track wildlife population trend. Steepest decline in wildlife population are in Latin America, Caribbean, Africa, and Asia Pacific. So in all these areas, in all these regions, the decline can be seen. So there is an urgent need for international cooperation to conserve wildlife population. So remember, it has been decreased by 73%. Mukesh Ambani tops Forbes India's 100 richest person. Gautam Adani ranked second. Mukesh Ambani, chairman of the Reliance Industries, has retained the top spot on Forbes India's 100 richest person. Gautam Adani, chairman of the Adani Groups, remains second. Savitri Jindal, the matriarch of the OP Jindal Group, jumped to the third position. Gautam Adani's net worth increased to $48 billion in 2024, highest increase by an Indian in a year. Mukesh Ambani is the second biggest gainer on the list, with a net worth increase of $27.5 billion compared to 2020. Former director of AIIMS and Padma Bhushan awardee Dr. P. Venugopal passed away. So the third highest honor, Padma Bhushan awardee Dr. P. Venugopal, a prominent cardiac surgeon and a former director of AIIMS, passed away at the age of 82. Major role introducing modern cardiac surgery techniques in the 1970s. He performed the first heart transplantation in India. So remember his name. His name is very important now. Dr. P. Venugopal, who conducted the first transplantation in India of heart in 1994. He died recently. He was the Padma Bhushan. He introduced stem cells therapy in India for repairing heart tissues and credited for performing more than 50,000 open heart surgeries and training over 100 cardiothoracic surgeons worldwide. So remember the name, Dr. P. Venugopal. He passed away. He was a Padma Bhushan, third highest civilian honor. Neetu David, Alistair Cook, A.V. de Villiers inducted ICC Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame is a kind of a thing in which we induct those people who have done deliberately very good work in the field of any particular sports. So former Indian cricketer Neetu David, England Alistair Cook, and South African A.V. de Villiers has been inducted into ICC Hall of Fame. Highlights their remarkable contribution to the cricket. David becomes second woman from India to receive this honor, following Diana Edulzi's induction in 2023. So this is the second time a woman cricketer from India is inducted. Remember her name, Neetu David, after Diana Edulzi. So this is a significant moment in the history of Indian cricket. Niti Aayog to host the International Methanol Seminar, and Niti Aayog is set to host the second International Methanol Seminar and Expo 2024 on October 17 to 18 at Manekshaw Center, New Delhi. So it is the second International Methanol Seminar. This 2-day event is a part of India's Methanol Economy Program initiated in 2016. The seminar is organized in collaboration with the Methanol Institute, remember where it is, in USA, aims to discuss advancement and opportunities in the methanol industry. So remember that the second International Methanol Seminar is being conducted in India with the help of Niti Aayog. So let's discuss and summarize that what we have learned so far. So first of all, Israel kills Hamas chief Yahya Sinwar. Very important. Ex-Raw official Vikas Yadav wanted by FBI in killing a terrorist, Gurpantwant Singh Pannu. India-Turkey Friendship Association launched in Hyderabad. Om Birla addresses 149th Inter-Parliamentary Union. Timeline of India-Canada tensions as another separatist was killed in Canada. Colombia becomes the 17th country to sign audiovisual co-production agreement. Supreme Court upholds Section 6A of Citizenship Act regarding Assam Accord. Scam se bacho, government and Meta teams up to fight online scams. Indian Railway reduces advances reservation period from 120 to 60 days. Department of Post and Amazon signed MOU for logistics and e-commerce in India. Maharishi Valmiki named for all ST schools, Raichur University in Karnataka. Sanskrit to be mandatory in 416 Uttarakhand madrasas. Jharkhand cabinet boost women honorarium and other initiatives. Mera Ho Chongba is a particular festival that is being celebrated in Manipur. RBI bars Navi Finserv and 3 NBFCs for lending violations. India South Korea bonds to join FTSE Russell Government Index. Jio Payment Bank secure mutual fund distribution license. SEBI extended digital relaxation for AGMs until September 2025. Niti Aayog raised asset monetization target for the financial year 2025. India's first self-powered indoor air quality monitor to be launched in Trivandrum. India's jubilant Ingrevia joins WEF Global Lighthouse Network. A small rocky planet Bernard B detected by ESO. Ganguly take charge of JSW Sports Director of Cricket, head Delhi Capitals. Vivan secure silver, Naruka take bronze at Shooting World Cup. MS Dhoni as the brand ambassador raised his stake in Garud Aerospace. National Postal Week from 7 to 11th of October. World Migratory Day on 12th of October. Every second Saturday of May and October. Ministry of Statistics releases comprehensive annual model survey. Monitored wildlife population decreased by 73%. Remarkable. Mukesh Ambani tops the Forbes list. Second one is Gautam Adani. But in growth, Gautam Adani is first. Former director of AIIMS and Padma Bhushan awardee Dr. P. Venugopal passed away. First person who conducted a heart transplantation in 1994 in India. Neetu David, Alistair Cook, A.B. de Villiers inducted into the ICC Hall of Fame. Niti Aayog to host International Methanol Seminar in New Delhi. So that's all we have discussed in this session. I hope this session was interesting and knowledgeable for all of you. We will meet once again in the next session. Till then, bye-bye. Take care, everyone, and see you soon.